Well, good morning. If there's one thing I know I needed this morning on this chilly morning is a good coffee. And every morning this week has been just a little bit chilly, which means I haven't really wanted to get out of bed, and I'm sure most of us will rather just stay in bed in the warmth of the covers rather than having to get up and face the day. But we do it anyway. And here we are, ready to go for another day. One of the things that I don't do first thing in the morning is recount everything that happened the day before. There seems to be some sort of waste of time in my head to go, let's now recount every moment of the day before, because today is a new day. Today is going to present its own challenges, and I like to think ahead rather than necessarily look back, and hopefully have learnt some things from the day before. There's a little scripture in Lamentations that I think most of us might know pretty well. And in Lamentations chapter 3, verse 21 to 23, it says this: I call to mind, and therefore I have hope. Because of the Lord's great love, we are not confused, for his compassions never fail. They are new every morning. And then it says, great is your faithfulness. His compassions never fail. They are new every morning. Every morning. Some translations that you may have heard say that his mercies are new every single morning. So I like this concept because, like what I commented before about what I do to look forward for the day, I'm not looking back and going, back, that mistake happened, that problem happened, that's how I felt. Today is a new day. And I think that this is what Lamentations is saying pretty clearly here, that God sees every morning his mercies, his compassions are new to us every single morning. So when you wake up in the morning, we can be confident that we have a new round of God's compassion, a new round of God's mercy. And I think what it says to me when I was thinking about this just yesterday is, what do I need to let go from yesterday that I don't need for today? We've been reflecting a bit on King David recently in our Supersize. And in Psalm 145 verse 2, the psalmist says, every day I will praise you and extol your name forever and ever. And he says this phrase there, the everyday business. And I think to myself, well, Lamentations has just said, your mercies, your compassions are new every morning. And the psalmist here is saying, well, I'll praise you every day. Can you see how it's kind of like the new day is something that's quite exciting? It's really, really cool. The prophet Isaiah also says in Isaiah chapter 33 verse 2, Lord, be gracious to us, we long for you. Be our strength every morning, our salvation in time of distress. He's actually saying, be our strength every morning. He knows that every day is going to need new strength. And God's already promised new mercies and new compassion for us. And the writer of Lamentations obviously then says at the end of that, great is your faithfulness. And I am just astounded by the amazing nature of God being so faithful to us, because his compassions, his mercies are new to us every morning. What happened the night before, however? I think we can all recount the scripture in Ephesians chapter 4 verse 26, where it says, in your anger don't sin. Do not let the sun go down while you are still angry. So that's a really practical thing that we can do. So when we wake up, we're not still seething from the day before. The Bible is encouraging us here to just let things go before we even sleep. If you're angry about something, if you're frustrated, if you're feeling that great sense of tension, what the Bible is saying here in a very practical way is let that go as much as we possibly can, because as the model that God's given us, his mercies, his compassions are new every morning, and great is the faithfulness of our great God. Well, enjoy your day, this new day of your mercies that you've been given from God, and enjoy every aspect of it. God bless.